Chapter 38. Walking hand in hand, Lana and Adelmo made their way down the hallway, ready to head up to their room. As they stroll along, Lana's gaze shifted toward Adelmo, causing her to abruptly halt. Intrigued, Adelmo stopped too, curious about the reason behind Lana's sudden pause. A wave of concern washed over Lana's face, prompting her to swiftly wrap her arms around Adelmo, embracing him tightly. Adelmo appeared puzzled as he inquired, "What is the purpose of this?" Lana responded with sincerity, "This is for everything. It's a reflection of my love for you and all that you are. No matter what challenges come our way, I want you to always remember that I am here to support you. I want you to feel cherished and valued. I appreciate your understanding and support. It's true, I've always been accustomed to bottling up my emotions or quickly moving on from grief. But I can see that you can sense that about me. I believe I can continue to be strong, but it's comforting to know that you're here for me if I ever need anything." Lana reassured, "Absolutely. I'm here for you no matter what. Just remember that you don't have to face everything alone." Adelmo gently draws her nearer, enveloping her in a warm embrace before surprising her with a sudden, passionate kiss. As their eyes met, a shared sentiment of profound love and affection filled the air, reaffirming the depth of their connection. With hearts racing, they proceeded towards their destination, hand in hand, and stepped into the room, ready to embark on the next chapter of their journey together. Sierra was peacefully sleeping on the bed when Adelmo approached Lana and asked, "Are you hungry?" Lana responded affirmatively, "Yes, I am starving. After all, I did work up an appetite." Adelmo then walked over to Sierra, gently tapping her on the shoulder before bending down to speak softly to her. He woke Sierra up with his gentle touch and whispered, "Hey Sierra, we're planning to grab some food. Would you like to join us?" Sierra, still groggy from her nap, adjusted herself, rubbed her eyes, and stretched before responding, "Yeah, sure. I am absolutely famished." As she slipped on her shoes, the whole gang eagerly made their way toward the car. However, Sierra's face twisted in disgust as she laid eyes on the vehicle. With a hint of annoyance, she voiced her dissatisfaction. "Can we please consider getting a different car, or at least give this one a good wash? It's absolutely disgusting." Adelmo couldn't help but chuckle at her reaction. "Sure, we can try to rinse it off as best as we can." As they all piled into the car, Adelmo immediately took charge by searching for a car wash. It took him around 20 minutes of driving around until he eventually spotted one. Without hesitation, he steered the car into the car wash, paid for the automatic service, and drove in further to begin the cleaning process. The water jet started spraying with a powerful pressure, effectively washing away all traces of blood from the car. However, as the water cascaded down, it revealed a gruesome sight. Pieces of skin left behind and an eyeball eerily stuck to the antenna. The automatic car wash continued its cycle, oblivious to the horror that washed away from the car. Adelmo's face lit up with a smile as he exclaimed, "Yes, my antenna decoration is still intact." Sierra followed his gaze and looked up at the top of the antenna, only to be greeted by the sight of an eyeball with its tendons still attached. A look of disgust crossed her face as she exclaimed, "Ew, seriously?" Lana couldn't help but burst into laughter at Sierra's reaction and chimed in, "Oh, you'll get used to it. Let's move on to find some restaurants that appear to be open, so we can grab a bite to eat." Every establishment they drove past appeared to be shut down, giving off an eerie vibe. A few places seemed to have some activity inside, but upon closer inspection, it turned out to be zombies lurking within, taking everyone by surprise. As the evening crept in, the group searched for a place to eat, eventually settling on the idea of visiting a grocery store in the hopes of finding supplies and leaving quickly. Adelmo expressed concerns about the plan, but they all agreed it was necessary to secure some food. They went to the nearest parking lot of the nearest grocery store, cautiously scanning the surroundings for any signs of danger. The dimming light added to the sense of urgency as they prepared to enter the store, unsure of what awaited them inside. The group steeled themselves for whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that their survival depended on their ability to navigate this eerie sight safely. Lana and Adelmo skillfully maneuvered the car into a safe parking spot, their hearts pounding with anticipation. With a shared determination, they swiftly reached for their trusty swords, readying themselves for the unknown that awaited them. Sierra swiftly joined them to gather supplies, her eyes gleaming with a mix of caution and excitement. As Adelmo cautiously peered through the glass, his eyes scanning the eerie surroundings, he couldn't help but feel a shiver run down his spine. The sight that greeted him was both horrifying and perplexing. Lifeless bodies scattered across the ground, their identities and intentions shrouded in mystery. Were they once ordinary people, or had they succumbed to the clutches of the undead? The answers eluded them, intensifying the tension in the air. Adelmo expressed his belief that it was safe to enter the building, noting that he didn't see any signs of movement inside. Proceeding cautiously, they entered with their swords drawn, ready for any unexpected encounters. Sierra decided to grab a shopping cart, thinking it would be wise to gather supplies to sustain them for an extended period of time. As they moved further into the building, Sierra suddenly felt lightheaded and nearly lost her balance, but managed to steady herself by holding onto the cart. Concerned, Lana quickly turned around to check on her friend. "Sierra, are you okay with continuing on?" Sierra reassured Lana that she was fine, attributing her momentary weakness to hunger. She emphasized the importance of finding food soon, as she was starting to feel the effects of not having eaten for a while. The group continued their search, with Sierra's well-being at the forefront of their minds. As they strolled through the chip aisle, Sierra's eyes lit up when she spotted her favorite bag of chips. Without hesitation, she grabbed a bag, tore it open, and eagerly indulged in the salty snack, savoring each crunchy bite. Continuing their journey through the store, they came across a cooler filled with refreshing drinks. Sierra wasted no time in selecting a beverage to quench her thirst, feeling a sense of relief as she took a sip. With her hunger and thirst momentarily satisfied, Sierra and her companions could now focus on selecting nutritious and satisfying food items to complete their shopping trip, ensuring they have a well-rounded meal to enjoy later.